Hi. How you doing? I'm super excited to have this chance. Hey, everyone. I'm Elke.
All right, so we're talking about Nicole's offering 9D transformational breathwork.
Yes.
So what does 9D transformational breathwork mean?
So transformational breathwork is ancient, right? When you combine certain types, it helps you to change your brainwave state. And this particular methodology that we use in these practices, some of the sessions are more upregulation, giving you a lot of energy and activation. Others are more peace and stress release. This session that we're working on this weekend is using it to tap into the intuition and the wisdom of your body. Okay. So it's a bit of activation using breath, using your mouth, similar to what you do in a workout, right? Really activating your system so that you can release things like stress and tension. And the amazing thing that happens for many is once that's gone and you immediately go into a meditative state, your body speaks to you in ways that have been probably whispering to you forever. And it's emotional regulation, essentially. And these experiences, we have sound that's been expertly crafted by engineers who work in the studio to attune the frequency, to make sure that it's well balanced, to use things like binaural beats. We have also sound that's crafted to take you on a journey through an exploration of yourself.
So what is it like? What do you do when you get there?
So you get there like you would in a class. Everyone lays down or sits comfortably on a yoga mat with pillows and blankets. So you're in your own little cocoon. I provide eye masks, and I also provide these headphones. They are complete 360 surround sound, noise canceling. So between the headphones, your cozy little cocoon, and the eye mask, you're in your own fully immersive experience.
And you stay flat like that.
You stay flat. I encourage you to gently move if you need to, because the breath really opens up the tension in the body. So throughout the experience, I'm guiding you through, intuitively giving yourself what you need. But just like yoga, as you breathe into your body, you're going to feel things open up, right? So if you just need to kind of rock side to side or stretch your arm, this is about encouraging you to understand how your breath can regulate your nervous system. This immersive experience will take you to a profound place. And there's something special about someone holding space for you.
Yes.
Being there to witness and let you know that you're not alone.
Yeah.
And that's the purpose of the big experiences. But hopefully, and what I would love people to take away from it, is these techniques that can actually change how you walk through your life.
So you take them with you.
Mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely.
Can you explain why it's 2 hours?
You're not breathing for 2 hours. We'll take you through a nice, easy, get into your central space. We ramp up for about 15 to 20, and then you have the most amazing savasana after that, which is, you've earned it. That's like what you're there for. And then I like to make sure with every session, especially because we have new breathers, that I take the time to explain what could happen, what might not happen. If you have contraindications, I need to know so I can safely guide you. Right. The other thing is I like to create the space in the studio so there isn't another instructor coming in right behind me, so that if someone needs to talk, I'm there.
Yeah, right.
No one has to share anything, but I do feel like some people process out loud, and this isn't something they can talk about with folks at home. I just think it's important everyone there is supported and that their questions are answered. So I just create that space at the end so that I have that space for people, and we don't feel like we have to hurry off and that it's not there.
And so can you also explain on how simple the breathing is?
It's actually tapping into the wisdom of how you breathe when you were a baby.
Okay.
It's taking you back. Yeah, it's taking you back to the natural state. Okay. I think anyone who's probably been to a yoga class has breathed in and out of the nose. So the meditative break, slowing down your nervous system. The activated breathing is a circular breathing, but many of us breathe in and out of the chest, which is where stress, angst, and everything is held. So we're reversing the effects of everyday stress in the life. We're breathing into the diaphragm, opening the chest, and we do it nice and slow and deep. You only pick up the pace if you want to. You're at the wheel, and for some people, that will be enough for a really profound experience. For others, they might need to get to their edge by going a little faster, and so that's encouraged, and I'm here with those people. But what happens when you open up where the stress is? You might get irritable, you might get angry, you might feel profound love for the first time ever. Yeah. And so emotion can come up. But the beautiful thing about this is that you're in a place and in a space where if you finally just let out all that frustration, there's no consequence. You're not yelling at someone on the road because you have road rage. You're not being short with your kids because you haven't released that stress. You get an opportunity to relieve it right there. No consequence. What happens in breathwork stays in breathwork, right? And so I'm offering that space of no consequence for you to finally be heard, finally be seen, and let it all go, because it's not yours to carry through life, right? And you can be a better version of yourself if you're not carrying what's not yours. And then some of it is ours.
Right.
Well, here's the thing. We go to a place and a perspective where you realize that the parts that you can change are totally changeable. It doesn't feel overwhelming. All that angst in your system isn't in the way now to make you feel not as capable. And so that's what we might talk about after. What are some techniques or things you can do to actually change your life? For me, it's helped with emotional eating. It's helped with being a more patient parent. It's helped with me overcoming, grave grief and things that I've overcome. It's helped me realize that there is hope for me to be the person I want to be. And so that's why I'm so passionate about sharing it, because for each person, your perspective and where you are right now is going to be different, but it doesn't change who you could be. It's just where you're at right now. And you get to decide. Like, I'm on a mission to giving people their free will back, their ability to live on their terms. There's no reason that we need to live, and it doesn't mean you have to be a jerk or heartless. It's just doing that with love, because you're doing it from an empowered place.
Cool.
Yeah.
The other thing that I remember from doing it a couple times now is that you're not exposed in the experience. Everyone's in their own little, like you said, the word cocoon.
Mm-hmm.
You're not doing this in front of other people. It's very private, even though you're in a group of people.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And so you have plenty of privacy, even though you're within a group.
Yes, right? Absolutely. No one can hear or see anything, and I'm there holding space for folks, offering Reiki for those who are open to it, and offering energy work for those that are open to it. And for those that might be empaths and kind of take on people's emotions from an energetic perspective, and even in the physical things you just talked about, the headphones, the eye mask, you are in your own space, in your own journey, fully immersive. Also doing it without anyone knocking at the door or wondering, why did she just, where did she go? So it creates that boundary for the rest of the world to just create that space, but at the same time, you don't have to worry about the person next to you having an opinion or what just happened to her. Cool. Right? Yeah. Awesome. And then when it's over, the people who want to create a community within that experience, they'll share. So it creates this nice little, space. And those who don't, I've had people who have not really even known what to say after, because they're just still processing it. I often give my information out for those that need to talk at a different time, because it just may take time for you to see how it will impact your life. And so sometimes you'll process something on a very subconscious level that you don't really even need to have conscious awareness of. But then one day I've had people completely conquer phobias and fears and do things in their life they haven't been able to do, and they think, why isn't this bothering me anymore? Yeah. It's pretty profound. So it's just, like I said, getting you back to the version of you that didn't have all the responsibilities and the chaos in the world, which I think is beautiful. Yeah.
And Nicole's a great person to do this, because she's the real deal. And she makes you feel safe, and she's authentic, and even if you don't want to have some profound release, you can have deep relaxation and rest profoundly, because at home you're not going to just rest for 2 hours and breathe. So I think it's great.
Yes, full permission. I tell everyone, whatever it is that you need here today, I'm good. All I care about is that you get what you need in the session and that it's valuable to you.
Cool. Great. All right. To Nicole's class.
Create this space in your life with something that's for you.
Very good. Okay.
Thank
Namaste.
You.